In 1982, inside the Acea headquarters in Via Eleniana, during the course of preventive archaeology works, some wall structures were found covered with decorated plasters of notable quality, datable to the 2nd-3rd century AD, with restoration referable to the beginning of the 4th century AD. The 4 rooms then discovered are connected to other adjacent structures no longer visible today, found during the constructions of the Acea tank between 8086-8087, 1933-34, and during the work that was carried out in the area between 1954-1955. Both the rooms that are no longer visible and those that can be visited can be attributed to a large domus of the imperial age equipped with a private balneum, and of which we also know the name of the owner in the 3rd century AD, Aufidia Cornelia Valentilla, found on Analyte Channel, Fistula. The first plan of the Pre-Severian house underwent considerable transformation at the beginning of the 3rd century AD. That is, in conjunction with the construction of the nearby suburban villa of the Horti Variani, which was the residence of the Emperor Elagabalus. Most of the wall decorations still visible today belong to this phase. Subsequently, at the beginning of the 4th century AD, the house was annexed to the residential area intended for the dignitaries of the court of Constantine. A corridor of the domus is currently visible, paved with a large mosaic tile, which was located in a basement and was one of the main entrances to the domus, communicating with the outside via a staircase with marble steps. The staircase was then closed and the ground floor of the house was buried at the beginning of the 5th century AD, when the entire residential area adjacent to the walls was confiscated by the will of the Emperor Honorius. The aim was to create a zone of respect and safety within the Aurelian walls. Adjacent to the arches of the Claudius aqueduct, the remains of the 2 domus can still be seen today. The so-called Domus of Portraits and Domus of the Fountain. These 2 domus, like the domus in Via Eleniana, constitute the testimony of the private sector of the Severiano Palace before and after the Cessorium, and were intended for court dignitaries. The representative rooms are paved with mosaics in black and white tiles, contrasted by the bright colors of the plasters on the wall, in burgundy and bright red, with the addition of golden stucco. with bipedal bricks, probably used as kitchens. Small water collection tanks lined with hydraulic mortar, opus seninum, are kept in situ. The plans of the two houses are similar and specular. In both representative rooms, characterized by a marble slab inserted in the center of the mosaic with plants motif, they take light from open-air courtyards paved with large tessellated mosaics and are refreshed by fountains. Adjacent to these are the winter tricliniums, among which, for greater extension and accuracy of the mosaics, those of the Domus of Portraits stand out, which take its name from the pair of busts, a woman with idealized features and a man rendered more realistically in the center of the floors of the respective compartments. Recent campaigns of investigations and restorations have brought to light new rooms of the Domus of Portraits. In particular, a new entrance and some uncovered courtyards paved with mosaics with large marble tiles were found. On the basis of the stamps found on some bricks, it was possible to date the first building of the Domus in the Severian period, to which the rooms with the mosaics in black and white tiles date back. The residences were reused with new additions, still in the 4th century AD, by Helena's courtiers. As already mentioned, the transfer of the imperial court to Constantinople, 330 AD, greatly affected the fate of the Domus, whose walls were resized and buried following the razing and restoration of the Aurelian walls, ordered at the beginning of the 5th century by the Emperor Honorius.